Good morning, Nubia. I am on my last dissertation in regards to a permit rejection request I am doing to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers regarding the Amazon data project that is adjacent to the Northeast Creek Reservoir. Now, to finish this dissertation, I'm going to have to explain that the entire world is a radio. And that if you understand that a diode, a radio, and a heat engine system are the same, you understand how you can configure mass and matter and absorb or release, emit and transmit antimatter through dilithium. Dilithium being any sort of matter or matter, depending where you are in the universe, that is turned into a fluid and transported by antimatter flows. Depending on where you are and what conditions exist, either here on Earth or in space. Now, setting all that aside, the intellectual genius community educational commons is predicated on planetary mechanics. And planetary mechanics is both physical and metaphysical. And the key thing here is, in regards to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, to approve a permit without understanding, I didn't say knowing, understanding physics, understanding planetary mechanics. What you are doing by approving such permits for wetlands, data centers, landscaping like they did in Cumberland County for the water reservoirs for Henrico County. What you're doing, you are installing or enabling a problem that's exacerbating and working against the core mission of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to protect the nation from climate change. Before I fill out the rest of this, I thought this would be a great place to display this initial video. We had spoken about a Dylithium village that draws heat energy off of the North Anna Power Station, okay, warm water industrial lake, and deposits it, and at the minimum distillation from there, capturing water that's going out to the environment that way, recovers it for drinking water here. No moving parts, no mechanical means, and a totally autonomous, maintenance-free system of water distillation, okay? That water distillation then comes out with kinetic energy and produces all sorts of additional free energies, because this region, this is a regional project. This is not a site project. This is a regional project. To place the Northeast Creek Technology Overlay District and turn it into a housing project, okay, enables the county of Louisa, Dominion Energy, our power supplier, okay, to assist nature recovering water and terraforming the environment at the same time by emitting cooling air. By cooling this industrial warm water lake, simply a pipe between point A and point B effectively, you have the same effect of building a power station that has 600 megawatts of power. Now this Dylithium village, crystal village, okay, it's powered by antimatter, is basically designed like a radio. Now, anyone who's in radio knows that this is basically a crystal radio where you use rock and steel, okay, a small antenna, and tied to a set of headsets that use, in this case, RF radio waves and turn them into an audio that then was processed later on by your mind. In this case, it's a crystal radio. That's basically the radio system. But in a crystal radio system, for real, okay, in terrestrial engineering, you have a piping system between a lower elevation and a higher elevation. Okay, in this case, the Lithium Village at the North Creek Technology Overlay District. Okay, it then produces kinetic energy that then goes from an audio input. Now the weather is the audio input for a terrestrial engineering heat engine system like this. That's a radio, okay? The difference between the lower part of this pipe and the lower part of the pipe is effectively the audio that goes into a microphone. And then that makes a sampling of the system that sends a signal that produces kinetic energy, warm air rising uphill. That is then used to, as we said before, North Creek Reservoir, to fill the North Creek Reservoir. Okay, also water coming back downhill can be used for hydro generation at North Anna Power Station. Okay, it's a minimum thing, but it's something. It is what it is. Okay, now this distillation process and the electrolysis process, okay, also produces an antimatter output. In this case, we are separating it first, and then the electricity will come back and be used in play as you reunite this at different antimatter, thermal energy, heat, power levels, okay? And of course, there's moderation, that sort of thing. But if you take a look at it, antenna, diode, audio input, then you come in, you have several different types of outputs, okay? In this case, the 1 and 2, this mic and the diode crystal output, then are fed into the radio, terrestrial radio, balance modulator, where you then get to pick your output of water, hydrogen, oxygen, kinetic energy, as well as electricity, okay? Or you can have a combination of all of them. This is a balanced modulator. There's always 4 outputs from 1 input. It's basically the analog equivalent to a computer register. Now, the kinetic output here is going to leave and go out from the ground into the atmosphere at 55 degrees. This will be your terrestrial atmospheric cooling array, regardless what the input temperature is in here. But also from this balance modulator B, this hydrogen and oxygen is recombined in this intermix chamber right here, okay? And this intermix chamber, in this case, we can set it for low, medium, or high as to the types of energy we want to produce. Now this right here is an ion plasma stream. It can get up to 2,000 degrees centigrade, 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? More than enough industrial capacity to turn that overlay district into a manufacturing district as well. Perfect for melting aluminum cans, reconfiguring them, machining, the whole 9 yards, okay? Then you have your energy system that will allow you light commercial for other manufacturing, melting of plastics and molding and that sort of thing. Then you have residential heat as well as hot water and the conditioning systems. Now, there is no electrical energy tie-in to this dilithium system from the out. But what this system is a regenerator system. It regenerates the environment, okay? A data system is going to take 1/3 the power from north end of power station. 1/3 the power from north end power station. This right here increases the power north end power station by cooling the industrial warm water lake. Okay. Through here. Okay. Now, in addition to that, you're producing water. The one skill even the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has is no ability to autonomously make water out of air. Yet, all about every single structure, every underground, subterranean, in any city, is the nexus of everything necessary if you understand planetary mechanics to turn everything into an atmospheric cooling machine that produces its own power and its own drinking water and turns a city, a village, a home site into an oasis that cools and refreshes the world. So, before I finish cleaning this up and coloring it up and that sort of thing, I wanted you to see the dichotomy between what we are drawing here, what we are explaining, let's see here, and the basic invention, the system and method for transmitting thermal energy. It is the nexus for a hydrogen generation system predicated on planetary mechanics, understanding that the Earth is a diode in space. It is a radio that produces life support that waters the world.